What is going on, everyone? It is Grim here, and it is the 25th. Finally, it is upon us. Founders Day is here. And alas, I'm in the UK. Well, I say alas, but I'm in the UK, which means that as yet, the Founders Programme has not gone live for me. I cannot see it. I'm guessing they mean by the 25th is when it hits America. So, at some point tonight, no doubt it will go live, which will be fantastic. We'll be able to have a look at it. So, no Founders Day news for today, but there is something else that has appeared. Now, just quickly, to sort of deviate from the video. By the way, yeah, I'm aware it's World of Warcraft again. Yes, I am a clicker. I know that that means my DPS rotation is not at its maximum potential, which means that people of the opposite sex will not find me attractive. I understand that. If I was keybound and I could maximise my DPS rotation to the best it could possibly be, I understand I'd be driving around in Lamborghinis and Ferraris and that I would have constant groupies wanting to suck upon my nuts. But, alas, I am happy being the poor, inadequate man that I am and clicking. So, now we have that out of the way, the other bit I wanted to talk about was, for those of you that are not going to stay until the end of this video, I understand, you're busy people, you got things to do. But, just quickly, if you are going to play Eternal Crusade, do me a favour and just put down below what race you're thinking of playing, and what classes, now they've been announced, what you fancy, what you're going to be clicking on. And, yeah, if you're not playing, can you chuck down in the comments why this is not going to float your boat for whatever reason. But it'd be interesting to see, because I think I read somewhere that they believe there'll be 40% of the player base will be playing Space Marines. So I'm just intrigued to see what everybody's going to go for. Personally, I will probably be Space Marine, but anybody that knows where my name of Grim comes from will know that I'm a fucking big orc lover. So I may well go orc. But anyway, now we've got that. Yes, the classes have been announced for Eternal Crusade. And they are good. They are so good. Some omissions, which I'm kind of surprised about. But anyway, let's go through them. So the first up we have, of course, the Space Marines. And we have the Tactical. We have the Devastator, the Assault, and the Apothecary. Now, pretty standard, as you'd expect. Obviously, Tactical is going to be, usual bolter, and your general all-round jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none. Devastator, big boys with their big toys. They're going to be sat at the back of the map, pounding away with all sorts of high-caliber weapons. That will probably be the class I will pick, will be the Devastator, or long-range weaponry of some sort. Then you have Assault, which will be the boys that will be flying in with their jetpacks, their fucking hammers, their chainsaws, whatever it is, pounding away on the likes of me at the back. But then, last lot in each, we have the Apothecary. And the Apothecary obviously is going to be your combat healer. Although they've said there's not really going to be healing, I think there's going to have to be some sort of healer, and obviously the Apothecary will be it. So it'd be interesting to see how that all works. But let's carry on. I was going to jump onto a different topic just quickly, but let's carry on. Okay, next we have next we have Chaos Space Marines, and Chaos Space Marines are basically the same as the standard Space Marines, apart from obviously the names. They've got Tactical, then they've got Havoc, then they have Raptor, then they have the Aspiring Sorcerer. So, but basically they'll run the same roles, and pretty much the same all the way through until we get to a little bit of a surprise. But yeah, they're going to be the same. Obviously with a little chaos twist, a little bit of evilness about them. Then we have the good old orcs. Wah! As they say. Sorry for anyone that just had their eardrums blown. I do apologise, but when that wah takes you, you gotta fucking embrace it. Yeah, we've got the Shooter, the Heavy Looter, the Storm Boy, and the good old Pain Boy. So pretty much the same as the Space Marines and the Chaos Space Marines, but, with the orky flavour. Same as the Chaos Space Marines have a little bit of chaos flavouring about them. Then, and this is the surprise, this is what comes a little bit out of left field. Let me go through the Eldar classes. Now the Eldar have the Dire Avenger, the Fire Dragon, the Dark Reaper, the Swooping Hawk. You're like, oh, come on, yeah, that's cool, 4 classes. Then, my friends, they have the Howling Banshee, the Striking Scorpion, and the Warlock class. Yeah, they have way more classes than anybody else. And apparently, the lead designer have said basically that Whereas, kind of like the modern military, Space Marines kind of have the ability to adapt. So a tactical Marine kind of fits an awful lot of roles. You know, he can get in close and punch stuff in the face, or he can stand a bit back and use his bolter. So he's quite adaptable in his roles. Whereas the Eldar are very much, you pick what you're going to be, whether you're a Banshee or whatever. That is your role. You dedicate your life to that role. And if you're close combat, you are close combat. That is what you do. You don't suddenly go, okay, well, I'm not going to go in close this time. I'm going to stand a little bit further back and shoot people with my bolt gun. Not going to fucking happen. Not going to happen. They're going to charge in, screaming their asses off, trying to fucking slice you up. It's just the way it is. So that's why they said it. Personally, I think the reason that the Eldar have more classes is because, and I know the Eldar fans are going to go, the fuck are you talking about, Grim? I'm coming around there, I'm going to pimp slap you. Is because I don't think Eldar are going to be overly popular. Orcs will obviously be popular because they are the free-to-play class. So those people wanting to try the game out will be playing as Orcs. So there'll be a decent number of Orcs playing. Space Marines are obviously fucking iconic. They are the iconic Space Marines. People will want to play them. As I said at the beginning of this video, 40% apparently of Eternal Crusade's potential, easy for me to say, potential player base are going to be Space Marines. Then, of course, Chaos Space Marines you're going to have a decent player base for them. Also, you'll get, if from playing stuff like Warhammer and Guild Wars and that, if there's a huge amount of Space Marines, you will get the very best PvP guys probably going to Chaos Space Marines because they will want to be the underdogs. They will want to have all the mass newbie hordes against them, and then they can be all elitist. So I think those will be good, but I think they were like Eldar. Ooh, people are going to want to play Eldar. I'm not sure. So they've given Eldar an awful lot of classes, a lot of specialization, really sort of giving a really good class depth, I think, there. It'd be interesting to see how it pans out and how it works, because balancing issues, it all depends. It also depends on within that. So if you've got a lot of guys wanting to play Eldar, and say the Fire Dragon or the Dire Avengers aren't very good, and everybody's like, oh, fuck this, I'm not playing them, I'm not playing Warlock, I'm going to play Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees are by far the fucking best, I'm playing as one of them. All of a sudden, the whole Eldar force that you're fighting against are crazy, running in, screaming melee bastards trying to slice your head off, which could put them at a disadvantage if they come up against, just a mass rank of fire and they can't even get across the battlefield to kill you. But that will be interesting to see. So, yeah, as yet, guys, no Eternal Crusade look at the goodies that are on offer for us founders. But, yeah, some interesting news nonetheless. Now, I will link below where I read this article from. And, yeah, if you can, guys, as I said before at the beginning, if you are looking to play, put down below what class, what race you're going to think you're playing. And if you're not, let me know. If this just, no thanks, I've got Warlords of Drone or whatever, let me know. On a quick WoW note, because I keep putting WoW videos with this, if you guys are interested in playing, you want to be part of the stream, you want to be part of a YouTube video, whatever goodness, if you want to be part of it, ping me a message on YouTube, and, yeah, come and play. I'm on Horde side, EU, Chamber of Aspects. But, yeah, that's me done, guys, and yes, I know I suck as a mage. Love you loads. Talk to you later. Have a good one.